What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well today. Before we actually jump right into this highly requested video, this is one of them ones, by the way. One of them ones! Feel free to follow my Twitch and Patreon. Well, at least, give it a look. Feel free to check it out in the description down below so you do not miss out on any of the live streams coming up in the future or any of the exclusive content that I will be posting on Patreon. Stuff that we cannot watch on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? We cannot watch it on the tube. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video. 7 signs Canadians are no longer welcome in the US.
For decades, the US-Canada border was the gold standard. No visas, no tension, just open roads and friendly neighbors. But in 2025, something's changed.
Split that line,
Canadians are
divided
being
us.
fingerprinted, phones searched, and what used to feel like the world's easiest border now feels uncertain.
The most complicated border now. It's so easy before, way back, it used to be easy to go across the border. So many complications for it now. You better be ready. You better be prepared, especially if it's your first time. Man, don't wait till you get to that border to have something going on to have issue. Because your behind got to go back home.
Are Canadians still welcome, or is this
Don't
the
do it.
quiet start of something bigger? Something we haven't fully noticed yet? Stick around until number 5. It's the one most Canadians still don't see coming. But before we dive in, hit that like button and
And my
subscribe.
Canadians, let me know if y'all agree with this list too. It's only 7 on here.
Because this isn't just a travel update. It's proof that even the friendliest borders can feel unfamiliar overnight. Number
Yup.
1. The 30-day rule. Every year, nearly 1 million Canadian snowbirds escape the winter and head south, to Florida, Arizona, California. For decades, the border felt seamless. 6 months, no paperwork, no stress. But in 2025, something changed. A new U.S. policy now requires Canadians to register online with immigration authorities if they plan to stay longer than 30 days. It's part of a larger effort to track long-term visitors. The process is simple, but many travelers don't even know it exists. And that's where the problems begin. Immigration lawyers say they're seeing confusion spike. Snowbird organizations are calling for exemptions. Some travelers have already received warnings. The Canadian Snowbird Association says the rule wasn't designed for tourists, yet it's being applied to them anyway. The effect is real. According to Statistics Canada, vehicle re-entries from the U.S. dropped nearly 32% this March compared to last year. Less traffic, more uncertainty. This isn't about a form. It's about a shift
Yeah.
from automatic trust to silent suspicion.
Yup.
And for Canadians used to 6 months of freedom, that new 30-day line doesn't just feel restrictive. It feels like a quiet test, one that asks, are you still welcome here or just tolerated? Number 2, your phone is no longer private. It used to be simple. You'd show your passport, answer a few quick questions, maybe get asked where you're staying. For most Canadians, crossing the U.S. border felt like walking into
That's where I'm staying. Can't you see it on my ticket? I'm saying though, can't you see it? Especially like if it's the concierge, if it's the person at the counter checking me in, can't you see it? You can see it on the computer, as a matter of fact. Or you just had to have small talk. I understand maybe sometimes we have small talk. Okay, let me leave it alone. Let me leave it alone. Let me tunnel vision on the main thing.
where
Okay.
you're staying. For most Canadians, crossing the U.S. border felt like walking into a familiar neighbor's house. But in
Yup.
2025, the border wants more. Your device. Under U.S. law, border agents can search your phone or laptop without a warrant. They can scroll through your messages, photos, browser history, and social media. And you have no legal right to refuse.
That's like literally like interfering privacy. That is literally interfering privacy. All my adults, we're adults, man. Like, keep it real. What if somebody has something in their phone that you're not supposed to see? Like, whether it's legal documents, information, stuff related to court or, this or that. Like, what? Or maybe what if they have, photos or anything that they don't want nobody seeing? I'm not saying any type of photo, like just photos. That's all I'm gonna keep it as. That they don't want nobody seeing. It's their phone. So who are you to say, or maybe they shouldn't have it? It's their phone. It's like we tell you why you got that on your phone. How you gonna go through my phone? I'm gonna break my phone in front of your face at the border before you get the chance to even can I go through your phone? Are you crazy? And then what? But they gonna take me into custody then? What they gonna take? Acted on a suspicion. I ain't trying to hear none of that Because I broke my phone. It's my phone. Since when, like, people start feeling like they got the authority to do things like this? We will tussle outside of this car at the borderline if it came down to that, bro. If you not doing it, you're not going through a phone. You want to invade privacy. That's weird. That's weird. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not feeling that at all. No.
A recent CBC investigation revealed growing concern among Canadians. Travelers worry they'll be flagged or denied entry simply for holding different political views, religious beliefs, or personal opinions. One civil liberties expert put it plainly: "You're exposing your entire life, and that life might be used against you." And now, even the Canadian government is warning its citizens to expect digital searches at the U.S. border, with no clear cause and no requirement for explanation. This isn't targeted, it's broad. Even a meme or a joke from years ago could become grounds for suspicion. In 2025, the U.S. border still opens, but it opens into a search bar. Number 3. Canada's academic warning. When Canada issues a travel warning, people pay attention. But in 2025, it wasn't just the federal government raising red flags. It was one of the country's most trusted voices in education. The Canadian Association of University Teachers, representing over 72,000 professors, researchers, and academic staff, issued a rare travel advisory against visiting the United States.
Wow.
The warning wasn't vague. It
Wow. 72,000 y'all got together?
specifically urged faculty to reconsider travel if they are transgender, racialized, politically outspoken, or belong to any marginalized community. The reason? A growing pattern of harassment, invasive questioning, and unexplained detentions at the U.S. border. This isn't politics, it's protection. The advisory recommends wiping phones, limiting personal data, and preparing to be flagged, not for what you carry, but for who you are. It warns that Canadians may be detained, interrogated, or refused entry without justification,
Doesn't make sense.
especially if they fall into one of those targeted groups. In response, universities across Canada have quietly updated their travel protocols. Legal departments are stepping in. Conferences that once felt routine, in places like Boston, Chicago, or New York, are now being second-guessed or skipped entirely. Because when the country's scholars start avoiding your border, it's not just travel anxiety, it's a warning worth hearing. Number 4, the quiet pullback.
A quiet pullback.
Sometimes the signs of change aren't on the news, they're in the silence. That silence on the highways, the empty bus seats, the hotel rooms that were booked a month ago and suddenly aren't. In early 2025, Canadian visits to the U.S. dropped. A 23% decline in vehicle crossings. A sharp drop in hotel reservations across border towns in Maine and Michigan. One motel owner in Old Orchard Beach said it plainly: "We're seeing cancellations we haven't seen in years, and it's all Canadians." But this isn't just about numbers. It's about something more unsettling: the shift in mood. Tour operators along the Quebec and Ontario borders say clients aren't angry. They're uneasy. They just don't want to risk being searched, flagged, delayed, or turned away. Not for a day trip. Not for shopping. Not even for tradition.
Not for nothing, man.
And so, they're backing off. Quietly, collectively. The U.S.-Canada border is still open. The lanes are still there. But the trust, the automatic "of course you're welcome" feeling, is fading. Because when everyday Canadians start saying, "maybe not this year," it's not just travel habits changing, it's the relationship itself.
Yo.
Number 5,
Yo.
second-class treatment. This one isn't easy to prove, but if you've experienced it, you know it's real. In 2025, Canadians with Middle Eastern names, South Asian backgrounds, or Muslim identity are facing a different kind of border scrutiny. Longer interviews, more invasive questions, deeper inspections,
Beautiful,
and
man.
often no explanation at all. It's not official policy, there's no press release, but it's happening, quietly, consistently, and disproportionately. Legal advocates and civil rights groups in both Canada and the U.S. have raised concerns about this growing pattern. Not detentions, not deportations, just discomfort, applied unevenly. And it's not just policy that's shifting, it's perception. A recent AP NORC poll shows the percentage of Americans who see Canada as an ally or friend has dropped from 82% in 2023 to just 66% in 2025.
Oh, man.
That's
We're cooked. I told y'all, this relationship is cooked. That percentage is going to keep going down and down and down and down and down. And that's just a matter of, how much more people get into politics. Because a lot of people tend to not care. Yeah, they tend to not jump into certain things, I was never really a big politics person, I always knew what was going on, even as a kid. And that was good about ROTC. We had, like, daily questionnaires every morning. Like, all right, world events, main events, what's going on right now? And we had to literally know what's going on, So read up on the articles in the morning on the bus because sergeant or major is going to ask. Simple. And then you come to find out some crazy information. Like, oh, that's going on? Yeah, duh. Like, man, people got to get with it for real, for real. This is going to continue to drop over the years. The more and more people that tend to educate themselves and, jump into this and start to figure out the reasons why, Canadians or why their parents are starting to be like, not Canadian-only products. We're supporting every other country but the U.S. It's Canada and everybody else, not the U.S., It's not just Canada only, and not everybody else. It's Canada is with everyone but the U.S. right now. So, we got the youth, man. We got teenagers. Maybe that'll start educating themselves on this. People that are unaware, all ages. The numbers are going to continue to drop. And people over the time are going to start, recognizing, I don't see no U.S. products in here, man. Where is this one where I knew it said U.S. on it, though. People going to be looking for certain U.S. products, because we have some Canadians that still travel to the U.S. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, guys. We still have Canadians that travel to the U.S. that blatantly told me in my comments, that blatantly has said they don't care about what's going on. They still going to support us no matter what, despite the threats. They don't care, They said they're going to live their life. Hey, I respect everybody's opinions and decisions, But I seen that comment and I had to hide it. I just had to hide it. Off of the simple fact that within 30 seconds of that comment, there was 5 people that replied to that comment, and I didn't like their replies. I like positivity only, guys. I didn't like the replies, It's over. It's over. But what matters is how many subscribers I got. I don't even know. What matters is all my subscribers, each and every single one of you that are subscribed to this channel, just know we like that. You know what I'm saying? And all the rest of the Canadians that watch this is 2025. You could be watching this right now in 2035. We like this. We locked in. I'm not none of those people. I don't judge. I don't separate people. I don't pick on people. I don't bully. I do fair business. I'm a loyal person, guys.
Drop in 2 years, and it reflects something deeper than politics.
I'm about loyalty,
Being Canadian once meant you could expect fairness at the border, a sense of trust baked into the passport itself. But now, that welcome depends on how you look, or who they think you might be. Number 6. Denied without reason.
Yup, denied without a reason. Detained without a reason. Jailed without a reason. When we keep going?
You can do everything right. Book your flights, hold a valid visa, show proof of return, and still, it might not be enough. Just ask Jasmine Mooney, a Canadian actress and entrepreneur. In 2024, she was traveling to Los Angeles to attend a business and film event on a valid U.S. work visa.
We did a video on this.
But when she crossed the U.S.-Mexico border, she was stopped by border agents and taken into custody. She was detained for 12 days. It was dehumanizing, she told The Guardian. No one would explain what I did wrong, because I didn't do anything wrong. She was eventually deported and is now banned from re-entering the U.S., and she's not alone. Dozens of Canadians have reported being denied entry without a clear reason. Sometimes it's because an agent feels the travel plans are unclear. Sometimes it's nothing at all.
I don't care if my travel plans are unclear. I don't care if I forgot why I'm traveling here. If I'm traveling here, I got money, I got the proper identification, leave me alone.
No formal charge, no appeal process, just a mark on your record, and a door that quietly closes behind you. In 2025, you don't have to break the rules to be turned away. You just have to make someone uncomfortable.
Yup.
Number 7.
Yup.
Once flagged, never forgotten. The most unsettling part of crossing the U.S. border in 2025? You may never know why you were stopped. And worse, you may never stop being watched. A growing number of Canadians report a troubling pattern. Once flagged, denied, or questioned, they're more likely to be pulled aside again. Not just once, but every time. Even with new paperwork.
Beautiful.
Even years later. There's no official watch list for Canadians, no formal notification. But travelers know when something changes, when the questions get more specific, when the tone shifts, when you're treated like a file, not a person. The Canadian government warns travelers that U.S. border decisions are final, unappealable, and often not explained. There's no way to know what triggered your status, and no way to erase it. It's not just border security anymore. It's institutional memory.
That's so
quiet,
crazy.
persistent, and nearly impossible to escape. For many Canadians, the border no longer feels like a place you pass through. It feels like a system that remembers you, even when you've done nothing wrong. And in 2025, being remembered may be the most unwelcome feeling of all. So what does all of this really mean? The border didn't close. But for more and more Canadians, it doesn't feel as open as it used to. This isn't about one policy or one bad experience. It's about something deeper, a shift in trust. Am I still welcome there? That's the question echoing quietly across this country. If you've crossed the U.S. border recently, we want to hear from you. Your story might help others understand what's really changing. And if this video resonated with you...
Yeah, if you've actually crossed the border previously, let me know in the comments, how was it? Let us know. Share your experience, please. Don't be stingy. You just watched this video and you didn't share your experience with us in the comments. You was going to click off this video without sharing it, huh? Man, let me know. How was it? Did it terrorize you? Like, what happened? Did they question you? Did they go through your phone? Did you let them? Like, what happened, man? Let me know in the comments if you guys actually enjoyed this video checking out 7 signs Canadians are no longer welcome in the U.S. You guys are always welcome in the U.S., These are Strax words. I don't care what none of that I gotta say. These are Strax words. Y'all are welcome here in the United States. Is it Strack? I stamped it. I'm stamping it. You good here, man. Feel free to hit the thumbs up button. Feel free to subscribe and turn all post notifications on, especially so you do not miss out on any of the future live streams and uploads to the Patreon. Please feel free to check out the Patreon and my Twitch as well in the description and follow. Go ahead and check it out and just follow if you're interested. If you want to join the family over there. Everyone stay safe. Please continue to flood my comment section with more recommendations. You already know the jizz. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe.